isn't really happening at the moment. Grovewood kind of looks. I want to do anything to. I don't want to do anything to international airports. I want to build like some little town shops, more houses. It can have some really cool streets on it. We can do some really, personally think, will benefit everything. If you like, I personally think, we'll literally like benefit everything like so much. And I just think like personally we can get things really cool like features into this into this sort of like place itself. So what I'm going to do in today's stream is I'm actually going to do a little interior inside of this house. Now this is meant to be based off of my house, so I'm going to kind of fix this up a little bit, if you like, and I'm going to kind of do some features to it what I think could personally look really, really well. So what I'm going to obviously personally do to start off with is I'm going to put a motorbike here, because, our house is sort of, our house is meant to feature bikes, if you get me. So there we go. So I'm going to put that there to start with. Well, actually, we'll keep it like that. Keep it like that. Keep it like that. I think that's going to look personally good. Just there. Like that. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm actually going to get a cauldron. And then I'm actually going to I'm going to put another cauldron just there. Now, one cauldron's going to have water in, and then the other cauldron's going to have a carpet on top. No, not a new city. It's I started it a while. I'm sure you remember this. I started it a while ago, and it was kind of like town and countryside. I'm sure you joined it. Well, actually, yeah, we had a big argument on here when when me and Jamie, when Jamie was doing the inside of a house, if you remember. But no, it's not new. I'm just, going to do a bit of work on it for a change. So yeah, so that's going to represent the dog's water. That's going to represent the dog's food dish. If that makes sense. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about the sheds today. The sheds can kind of wait. The sheds aren't really exactly what I'd class important. And I possibly am going to extend this garden at some point, when I get some more stuff built down there. So, just bear with it and we'll get some in. Because I'd really like to go ahead and, do some like pretty cool, interesting stuff with this garden. If I could, if we could go ahead and do so, which would be, would be pretty decent. But I'm going to focus on the inside of the house today. So we're going to start off, of course, being the main one. We're going to start with the kitchen. So the kitchen itself, this kitchen is going to be a little bit bigger than the kitchen in real, because this is kind of based off of where I live. The oven actually goes right up to here, and then we've got like the draining board which comes down. But there isn't, to be honest, really too much I can do about that. We're going to put the sink in here. So I'm probably just going to use hoppers for this. I know we can't potentially physically put water in them, but I think potentially it can work pretty well. And then there is actually supposed to be a chip pan on here, but I can't, if I'm completely honest, I can't physically fit the chip pan in, because it physically won't work, if that makes sense. Literally like nothing I can really do. So we have a little bit of a gap here, and then we're going to have a little bit of a, let's say, a wood counter, which is potentially going to go to about here. I believe we're going to have a little gap of 2, and then we're going to fill the top in. So this is going to have like kettle on, microwave. We'll oh, actually, no. I'm gonna have it like that. Alright. It'll be on here somewhere, don't worry. There we go. That's good. We also have our kettle here as well. Our kettle's also near our chip pan. But again, I can't really do anything about that. Our toaster would more than likely go about here. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to get the same block. Now, unfortunately, this isn't even. Like, because there would just be like a 1 block door gap, but I'm just going to leave the 2 here. So what I'm possibly more than likely going to do, we do have our washing machine in here as well. So let's go ahead and, you know, while we're here, let's go ahead and, no, that's a dropper. There's the dispenser. We don't have a dishwasher, so it doesn't really matter too much about that. So what can we put into here? I tell you what, we'll just continue them along. I tell you what, we don't have to base it exactly off like everything, do we? So we've got that there, you know, looking nice, looking sweet. We'll do a couple of cupboard doors. I don't want to use like too much of the item frames up, because I don't want to like, because you know you only get a limit, don't you? So it can kind of like, oh, we'll have a little drawer there. That there can be another slab, and there is actually meant to be a little bin underneath there, but we won't obviously fit it in Minecraft, so there isn't really what you would call a point in even trying. So this can go here like that. That can go like that. They can go like that. And then we'll just put another 2 here. Like so. And then I'm just going to put another lower bit there like that. Just to connect off. You know, you get the point. I quite like it. So here then. So here we're going to have our fridge. Now our fridge also would usually take up a pretty decent amount of room. If you get me. Like this is alternatively a bit of a bigger kitchen, but doesn't really, I don't think it really matters. So we're going to have our fridge, and our fridge is going to just pop on right there. And then we're just going to have another like little counter worktop, I think. One can go above the fridge. And I think that personally can personally just look alright. So what we're going to do here then, now, did I put the chimney? Yes, I did. Alright, well that works out pretty sound then, doesn't it? Right. I'm just thinking for the fireplace. That's personally like, personally, because it is actually going to go ahead and come more towards the back, isn't it? More, it's going to come more down here when it's supposed to go more in the middle. So I'm going to leave the chimney out for now, I think, just simply because I think it's going to be a bit awkward. and then I might end up moving the chimney, so it ends up like coming down here instead. We want the chimney to basically come down from here, and then we have the fireplace in the middle. So I'll tell you what, we'll bring this down and we'll get rid of the other light a bit later on. So we'll bring it down for now, and then we'll get rid of the other. So we'll bring it down, shall we? Or is that actually no? You know what? We'll scrap the fireplace because the scale of this house has kind of gone wrong compared to how the real house goes. There we go. Take that. Alright, I don't really know what to do with this house. The kitchen looks nice, but we need to come up with like a little front room design. So we're going to have a dining room table here, which personally perhaps if we take it like that, like that, like that, look, take that there like that. Just trying to think. No, there isn't any more. We used to have a sideboard here, but not anymore. I mean, we can just put one here anyway for a little bit of, you know, bit of the old why not. And then we usually just put our phones on top to charge. That's usually like our use for it. Right, so if I break that, if I put that there, that's gonna give us, like, you can still like walk down and get to the table, so that's alright. So what we want to do here is go by about 3. Well, that's actually 4, isn't it? Let's go to this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think going 3 would be personally a little bit better. Take that down there. And then this is gonna pretty much separate the front sitting room. So now we're gonna take this here. So what colour stairs? We'll get a bit of wood. Where are we gonna start these stairs, here or here? Let's start them here and see, like, oh, you know what, that might actually personally work out pretty cool. So what we can do is possibly here above this window we'll do the colour of the ceiling, which we're going to do with a white and not that type of white. So we'll take that here, take that across for our ceiling block. Plus we can also put lights in here as well, which will work out pretty cool. So if you like, that's going to be our kitchen ceiling. So we'll get a redstone, not a redstone, get a sea lantern, and we'll just put a little bit of a light going across here, just to light up the kitchen, what's going to be the kitchen. There we go, so that looks pretty cool. So in this area we're going to have a desk, so we're going to have some upside down stairs, I think. Or we're going to do them out by 1. Like that maybe. Like that maybe. Or like that. Yeah, why not? But saying that though, doesn't then give us a middle block, does it? But does that really matter? No, I don't think it does. We'll just have a double chair there. We'll make it a bit of a bigger chair. Like that, look. Very, you know, very definitely suits our house. Cramped. Definitely suits the style of it. So then what we can do here, like what I'm actually saying is we can actually then get the colour of the carpet here. So this will be the colour of the carpet for this room. Which, by the way, guys, if this was a real house, this is where I would be staying. But, you know. So we'll take that across to there. And then this block here. This here would then be it. Like that, look. And that would pretty much be the entrance. And then we'd have the hallway carpet, which I think is actually the same colour, but I'm gonna do a bit of a different colour. You know, just to be a bit different. Oh no, and not that different. That's better. I keep using that. You know that light. What is it? That blue concrete. Yeah, that like powder. You know. That powdery stuff. Alright, so now we get our stair back, and there we go. And it is pretty much as simple as that. So we need to get this back, like that. And then we need to take that along.
I'm not touching the rest of the money. I'm not. You just go, won't you?
And then we're going to do that there, like that. So there we go.
What?
Like that.
Yes.
That's going to go up to the top to separate this room as a... So this room... So right in here
What?
will pretty much be our bathroom. So we'll have a little bit of a blockage.
No. Just put yes if I get a chance and you're at home. We're away from Thursday. Dad I still at work till then. Have to see what Dad's doing. He's getting van ready for us to go.
There we go. So we'll have a little bathroom in there. And then we'll have a bedroom in here, pretty much. But this bedroom is going to be a bit different.
Tell him we're going out on a Tuesday.
2-6.
Yeah, but Rod's going, isn't he?
Yeah, so?
I'm not going, Rod's going.
Why won't she?
Would she leave? And I won't go out on Tuesday, would she, for our anniversary if Rod's going?
I don't want Rob to go.
You tell him that then.
What?
You tell him that then.
He'd have forgot by then.
He's meant to take her, isn't he?
What? Yeah. I don't want him to invite Nat and everybody, Kelly. That's why I don't want him to go.
No. don't mind that and everybody, but I don't want to move here. Anniversary, not there. Well, it's not anniversary, is it?
What?
Anniversary Thursday.
Mm.
I'll put your mum now.
What?
But we're going out on Tuesday for our anniversary. You and Dad wanted to come. Let's put we're away.
On the Tuesday? How long are we going for, Liam?
The weekend?
So you're not working on Sunday?
Hey, are you going? I want to work on Sunday. So what are you going?
What?
Obviously I'm going.
So we're going to do an all-you-can-eat buffet at, you know, Chinese. £15 a head.
I know, it's Steph's day.
Say wow. Thanks for the invite. But, you know. But what, once in a lifetime?
Okay, guys, I apologise. I'm back. Where were we? Where were we? Right, we were here, weren't we? Right, black carpet can go there. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'll bring that to about there. That's good. So this is going to be the bedroom. That's going to go there. And I think with that I can still get down. Yeah, that's good. And then... So yeah, so pretty much... Underneath of here...
Yeah, we're away this weekend. Then back to work for 4 days. Then me and Dad are away for
we're going to get the light grey wool again.
Obviously back Saturday.
So are you going to get to work next week? Following Sunday then? What?
Work this Sunday coming up.
Yeah.
But the next 2 Sundays after he's not at work.
Why?
Because Mum's not at work the following Sunday. Yeah, but again, look, it's Steph's day.
So this is going to be the downstairs ceiling. Bada bing, bada boom. And this is... And then the carpet above will be the upstairs ceiling. Well, the upstairs floor, pretty much. You know, where you'd actually walk on and do all your bits. So for the bathroom floor, we're going to actually take a wood floor. You might not think. You might not think it, but we actually are.
Okay, well it might be a jam day.
There we go. So that'll go like that. So that's a bedroom. That's a bathroom. And then we're going to take a orange coloured carpet.
Wednesday. And then they're away for a week. So they're away for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, they're going to...
So we'll take that like that. That can then go across. Well, actually, we're gonna have to do it like this. Because otherwise, you won't fit down the stairs, pretty much.
With 30 quid.
Well, actually, as a matter of fact, we may as well just do that. And alternatively,
One diamond.
make that a hole like 1 block smaller. I mean, you can still put a bed in there. It's not the teeniest place in the world, is it? I think it's a decent sized room. So we need to put some lighting in here now. Now there would actually technically be like not a chandelier, but you know, like a hanging light fitting. But I'm just gonna go ahead,
Dog needs to come in.
put some in the roof.
I'm gonna put kettle in it. Alright, fam, when you spot it, do not comment what you when you find it.
What's it?
Yeah, I knew he'd been in this world because he had all the gear. That'll do for a light in there. And then we're pretty much gonna do the same in here. Pretty much take our downstairs ceiling and put a light fitting in it. I like this. Definitely works better with houses. You know, when you build them so you've got room to do a colour for the ceiling, like a different coloured carpet upstairs. Some of the houses on the Park Drive map, whatever you've got for the colour of your ceiling, you've got as your floor for the upstairs.
Fix in the backyard. Your markers.
And then that's gonna go like that. We do actually keep that there like that.
You put it on.
Look called magical melt.
What?
And then what we're gonna do here is get the brown.
Let's comment fam when you spot it. Because do not comment what you find. But we leave it for other people.
This is hard.
I don't know.
We'll take that. This room is very teeny actually.
I've done that.
What?
Sitting knobheads. It says on it, do not comment what you find.
Hello.
Which I thought wasn't going to reveal the answer until 10 PM. But as people insisted with it.
Everything else works good. But in terms of the sofa itself, like,
What it is now. You can spot it there. Got it to be there.
you could alternatively, that doesn't look too bad. It's just you've got that little bit of a, like, this whole room could just do to be that 1 block bigger.
Someone fucking
So what I'm gonna actually do is I'm actually just gonna move that table back by 1. Now there is a good reason why I'm doing this, so don't worry. It just evens everything out a little bit better in the actual front room. So what we're actually gonna do is now make this pretty much. And break that. And then it just gives us a, you know.
In the lower level or the higher level?
Lower level.
So there we go. Then we're just literally going to do the same here.
Somewhere on the yard.
So alternatively, it's just giving us like a 1 block extra space in the front room. What we didn't have.
I wasn't going to reveal the answer until 10 o'clock. But someone went and fucking spoiled it and put it on what it was.
Well, tonight I can't find anything.
There we go.
Apart from the gate.
So that'll go like that.
I don't like that. Excellent.
So then what we can do now is we can put that there. And put that there. And we can put that there. And then it just gives us a bit more of a better gap here, if you like. So what we need to do now is we need to get something like sandstone.
No.
And there's, well, no, that doesn't look good. Just like that'll do. Put a little rug down.
There's something on the floor.
Yeah, a rug, I'm just putting it down. Yo.
Oh no, actually, I'm talking to Kelly here.
No, I'm talking to my stream.
Yeah, no. I was talking to Kelly.
Yeah, I
There's
were,
something on the floor.
yeah, I were answering to that.
Fuck this, Kelly. I give up.
Oh, Melvin.
Was it?